Don't marry a woman who does not respect your family. Son. There is a mistake men don't realize they are making until years later, and by the time they understand it, their peace is already gone. It is not choosing the wrong career. It is not losing money. It is not even choosing the wrong friends. It is marrying a woman who quietly separates you from your family. Most men think the greatest relationship danger is betrayal. It isn't. The greater danger is isolation, because betrayal wounds the heart. Isolation rewires the man, and a man who becomes disconnected from his roots does not collapse suddenly. He erodes slowly. You won't notice it the day you marry her. You won't notice it the first year either. You will notice it when your parents grow older and you feel awkward visiting them. You will notice it when you start hiding phone calls. You will notice it when seeing your own siblings requires permission. That is the day you realize you didn't just build a marriage, you surrendered your ground. Mirror. What you tell yourself. At the beginning, you won't think anything is wrong. You will explain her behavior. You will say, she just needs time to adjust. She's sensitive. My family can be difficult sometimes. I need to prioritize my relationship now. And slowly, your thinking shifts. You begin to edit yourself. You stop sharing certain stories. You stop mentioning certain relatives. You reduce contact, not because you want to, but because peace feels easier than tension. You tell yourself, this is normal. Every man grows distant after marriage. No, son. Distance is natural. Disconnection is not. A healthy marriage expands your life. An unhealthy one narrows it. And when a woman requires you to shrink your past to maintain your present, you are not gaining love. You are negotiating belonging. It never begins with an argument. It begins with subtle disrespect. A tone, a facial expression, a sarcastic comment after a visit. She talks too much. Your brother is immature. Your father is controlling. Your mother is interfering. Notice something. She never attacks you directly. She attacks the people connected to you. Why? Because directly confronting a man activates resistance, but reshaping his environment reshapes him. This is psychological influence. She is not always doing it consciously, but the effect is real. Your family becomes emotionally associated with stress. Your home becomes associated with relief. So your brain begins to choose avoidance. Soon, you visit less, call less, show up less, and you will believe it was your decision. But it was conditioning, the loyalty test. Now the real pattern begins. Every interaction becomes a loyalty test. If you defend your family, you are insensitive. If you stay neutral, you are unsupportive. If you disagree with her, you are disloyal. You cannot win this game because the objective is not resolution. The objective is priority ranking. She wants confirmation. Am I above everyone else in your life? A healthy woman does not need to eliminate others to feel secure. An insecure one does, so she creates emotional scenarios where choosing peace means choosing her. And you will choose her, not out of wisdom, but out of fear. Fear of conflict, fear of losing affection, fear of tension at home. And in that moment, you unknowingly trade respect for comfort. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if someone separates you from what is right, they become your enemy, not by their nature, but by their action. Your family is not perfect. No family is, but they are part of your identity. They shaped your values, resilience, memories, and emotional grounding. When someone consistently pressures you to distance from them without real cause, they are not protecting your peace. They are reshaping your loyalties. Stoicism teaches that a stable man is anchored in principles, not emotions. Family is not about blind obedience. It is about continuity. You are not an isolated individual. You are a link in a chain, and breaking the chain weakens the link. Watch carefully how she treats your mother. This is the most revealing signal. Why? Because your mother represents your origin, not competition, origin. A respectful woman may set boundaries, but she will not attempt replacement. An insecure woman cannot tolerate symbolic presence. So she reframes your mother as a threat. She interprets normal care as interference. She interprets advice as control. She interprets closeness as emotional betrayal. You begin hearing, "Why do you always listen to her? You're a grown man. Are you married to me or to your mother?" Now you are trapped, because defending your mother looks like rejecting your wife, and defending your wife feels like betraying your mother. This conflict exhausts you. So you choose the path of least resistance, distance, and the moment you withdraw from your mother to keep peace, the dynamic is set, because she now knows pressure works. Your power is not in choosing sides. Your power is in refusing false choices. A strong man does not abandon his family, and he does not allow them to control his marriage either. He sets structure. He sets boundaries with calm firmness. He says, "I love you, I choose you, but I will not erase my family to prove it." And then he demonstrates consistency. No anger, no defensiveness, no emotional negotiation, only clarity. Because respect grows where boundaries exist and disappears where fear governs behavior. The long-term consequence. Here is what men do not see early. Isolation does not stop at your parents. It spreads. Next, your friends are criticized. Then your hobbies are unnecessary. Then your time is monitored. Then your independence becomes suspicious. Eventually, your identity becomes negotiable. The relationship becomes your only emotional source. This is not partnership. This is dependency architecture, and dependency removes leverage. A man without external support cannot enforce standards because he has nowhere to stand. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." A man who cannot maintain relationships outside his marriage is not leading a life. He is orbiting a person. And when one person becomes your entire emotional world, their approval becomes survival. At that point, you will tolerate what you once would never accept, not because you changed, because your support system disappeared. Her own family now observe another detail. How does she treat her own family? If she constantly insults them, if she carries resentment, if she cuts people off easily, you are not witnessing strength. You are witnessing a pattern. Marriage does not transform patterns. It reveals them under pressure. The person who cannot sustain long-term bonds with their own people will struggle sustaining them with yours. Contempt is not selective, it is habitual. Men often ignore this part. Children learn relationships not from instruction, but observation. If your child watches you distance from your parents under pressure, they learn loyalty is conditional, connection is negotiable, and later they will apply that lesson to you. The way you treat your parents becomes the model for how your children will treat you. Because behavior repeats across generations, you are teaching your future. Stoicism values harmony with nature, and human nature is relational. We are not meant to exist cut off from kinship. You are not just a husband. You are a son, a brother, eventually a father. A stable life requires stable relationships. A partner who strengthens those bonds strengthens you. A partner who fractures them weakens you. Final understanding, son. A woman who respects you will respect your roots. She may request balance, she may ask for fairness, she may set reasonable boundaries, but she will never require abandonment. Because love does not demand that you erase your past to prove your commitment. Control does. So remember this clearly. Do not marry the woman who competes with your family. Marry the woman who can sit beside them in peace, because the woman who separates you from your people does not only remove them from your life, she removes the part of you that they built, and a man who loses his foundation does not collapse immediately. He simply becomes easier to control, and he will not realize it until his voice in his own life no longer matters.